What's going on?
Those bums won their court case, so they're marching today.
What bums?
The fucking Nazi party.
Illinois Nazis. I hate Illinois Nazis.
Shit.
Fuck it! Do it live!
Rise and shine, motherfuckers. I am your host, the Stimulator, and this is the fucking news.
You motherfuckers! I was here March 4th, April 15th, April 27th. We ran your stupid asses out of the fucking Berkeley.
Nazis. I hate these guys.
Hey, I just came by at Revolution Books today because I saw the madness of the video on Twitter with all the hate that's coming this way, so I wanted to bring Revolution Books love. Buy a book, come out. There's lots of opportunities for discussion. Have a great time.
USA! 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 Sucks! USA! Sucks! USA! Sucks! 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 So do you. Sucks. So do you.
Berkeley, California has made headlines quite a bit in the Trump era, and it's always in the context of university students at Berkeley protesting against conservative speakers. But what happens when Trump supporters go after a liberal bookstore in the same area and threaten pretty extreme violence against that bookstore? Well, that incident recently happened. Interestingly enough, you don't see a lot of coverage of this story in the news, but I thought it was interesting because it provides a different perspective and a different side of the story that you don't often hear about. The video that I'm about to show you is disturbing, but it is what it is. Take a look.
I'm a racist because I support our president of this United States of America?
Yes, basically, yes.
You are so ignorant. That is the
Commie
Yes,
scum.
basically
Give me a good
you are.
reason.
You're commie
Give me a
scum.
good
We're going to
reason.
burn down your bookstore. You know
Give me
that.
a good reason.
Okay, we have you on recorded that you say you're going to burn down our bookstores.
Oh my God!
You're the ones that are burning books. You're the ones that are trying to get history.
Marxist, judgmental pieces of You can't tell us how to live. This is
You're
America.
the ones that are burning books.
Please leave now.
This is America. You. This is a public thing. Why don't you go in there and start?
Leave now. You're not allowed in our store.
I already
Please go
said
now.
no. I'm not going to any store, so get the out of my face.
You got owned!
Oh my God, everything is so horrible right now.
Liberal tears. Here, cry in my mug.
We are in multiple constitutional crises constantly. The whole world hates us. The whole thing is a nightmare.
Woo, woo, woo! The worldwide outrage is hilarious! Epic owned by Trump. Epic! I can't wait to see if we die in a nuclear holocaust.
He's not bringing jobs back. You're on Obamacare and you're gonna lose coverage.
Oh, care much? You can barely stand how bad things look for all of us. It's so bad it hurts you. Ha 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 ha! The look on your face when I die from lack of preventative care. You'll be all, boo-hoo, my friend is dead. Wish I'd be there to see it.
Okay guys, today we're going to be taking a close look at the most recent attacks by fascist alt-right shitheads on Revolution Books in Berkeley. As many of our regular viewers know, this is something that's been going on for over a year now, and recently it culminated with threats in burning the bookstore down. It finally also got some sort of larger media attention from folks like Now This and the Young Turks, who thankfully got on board, but of course it took 10, 12 of these attacks before they did. We're also going to be taking a look at some of the community's response to these recent fascist events, which are attacks, which has been really awesome and super supportive. So we're going to take a look at some of what the community is saying in response to it. And I also want to direct people to Sunday, March 18th. This Sunday, Revolution Books is holding a talk with Andy Z, who is one of the co-founders of Refuse Fascism, and he's a national spokesperson for Revolution Books out of New York, and he's holding a talk this Sunday about kind of what's been going on at Revolution Books with all these attacks over the last year, why it's been happening, and kind of what we can do as a community to band together and put a stop to it. So that's what today's show is all about. But first, why don't you go ahead and check out some Moral Crux.
Revolution shouldn't be so hard. We got the numbers and the crowds are hard. Revolution shouldn't be so hard. Hard. For the crash without regard. Society soon in disregard. Revolution shouldn't be so hard. Hard. Dignity is a memory in a system that destroys. No concessions, true correctives, solidarity. Probably needs absent of care. They can steal, but cannot share. Revolution shouldn't be so hard. Hard. They can destroy, but cannot build. They can repress, but cannot lead. Revolution shouldn't be so hard. Hard. Dignity is just a memory in a system that destroys. No concessions, true correctives, solidarity. Live in a society, not just an economy. Social justice is equality. Dignity is just a memory in a system that destroys. No concessions, true correctives, solidarity. Revolution shouldn't be so hard. Revolution. Revolution shouldn't be so hard. Revolution. Revolution shouldn't be so hard. Revolution. Revolution shouldn't be so hard. Revolution.
I'm a supporter of Revolutionary Books, and it's really important that we keep this bookstore going and we have supporters, because as you can see, we have books here for kids, starting to educate children on their background and our culture, the melting pot of America, and especially in California. We have these people coming in that are strong, right-wing supporters trying to destroy this bookstore, which to me is another way of a modern-day genocide. You know, let's stop the education, let's stop the culture, let's stop the black, let's stop the queer. That's what I'm hearing. Sorry, honey. That's what I'm hearing when I hear about these things going on, and it's really important that these books are here as a wealth of knowledge for our community and for our people. And with everything going on in our country, you know, right now, and Flint, and the school shootings, this is when we need to come together and practice loving kindness and not destroying other things and supporting each other as a community. So please come down and support this bookstore, educate your friends and family, your children. That's what we're about.
I'm a racist because I support our president of this United States of America?
Yes, basically, yes.
You are so ignorant. That is the
commie scum.
Give me a good reason.
You're commie scum. We're gonna burn down your bookstore. You know
Give me
that.
a fucking good reason.
Okay, we have you on recorded that you say you're going to burn down our bookstore.
Marxist, judgmental pieces of shit. You can't tell us how to live. This is America.
Burning books.
Please leave now.
This is America. You. This is a public thing. Why don't you go in there and start?
Please leave now. You're not allowed in our store.
I already
Go
said
now.
no. I'm not going in your store. So get the out of my face. And this motherfucker wants to do it. Yeah, you motherfuckers. I was here March 4th, April 15th, April 27th. We ran your stupid asses out of the Berkeley. Trump is going to get rid of all you pieces of shit. You know that? All you anti-American
You know what?
pieces.
Your genocide is coming. Your genocide
Their
is
hats
coming.
say "Make America Great Again."
Hell yeah.
And you can tell that what this really means is "Make America White Again."
You're the one that's fighting.
Hey, Revolution Books, the only people that come here to buy this
We don't
are
allow
Antifa
people
pieces
here
of
who
shit.
white supremacists and fascists are not welcome at Revolution
about what happened here the other day?
I feel like it was a disgusting display of fascism, and I am here now because of their disgusting display of fascism. I have now discovered this wonderful community known as Revolution Books. I came to show my support by buying a book and standing up against fascism, by supporting a bookstore that helps give power to the people, that helps educate a community, that helps in all these ways, and I'm here to show my support to that.
Okay, see, they believe in freedom, the freedom to burn down your bookstore. That's not freedom. That's and threatening violent action is also a crime. But of course they're not sophisticated enough to know that. I mean, they don't know anything. They're so incredibly ignorant. But you can't threaten to burn down somebody's bookstore, and then they go, "Oh, you're the one burning books." Really? When? You're the only person threatening to burn anything down was you guys. The entire bookstore, which would also be burning books, by the way. You guys are so intolerant. That's why you won't let people speak. By the way, Trump's going to get rid of all of you guys, and you're all commie scum, and I'm going to burn you down.
Okay.
Gee, I can't tell who's the intolerant one. Right. So then they go around like crying nonstop about Berkeley. Right? Mm-hmm. Just all this baby tears that I think when I see it, I think sad. Like, oh, I've been triggered. They won't let me say things like I'm going to burn your bookstore down and threaten violence against you. Why won't they let me do that? What happened to freedom? Okay, they're weird, angry, violent snowflakes, but still snowflakes.
Okay, guys, so let's get a little context behind why these attacks are happening. Like I said earlier in the video, this has been going on for a year, and like you saw earlier in the video as well, this is the 10th or 12th time this has happened. So what's been going on is, back in May of 2017, there was an alt-right event in Berkeley, and they stumbled across Revolution Books and saw that it was run by people who believe in communism, and attacked it and screamed and yelled at it, and this has become the routine. So every time any one of these right-wing, alt-right guys have come to Berkeley to speak at the university, whether it's Ben Shapiro or it was Ann Coulter's canceled event, or in particular Milo's Free Speech Week, which in the mainstream media was reported as being him getting shouted down for 15 minutes in a failed event. Well, what it actually meant in real time in Berkeley was that people from all over the country, all these alt-right, far-right, fascist shitheads, descended on Berkeley for a week and ran roughshod over the town and repeatedly attacked Revolution Books in the process. And we have a video on our channel of that entire, just that week-long rash of attacks. It's called Fascists Repeatedly Attack Revolution Books. Take a look at it. But this is, like I said, this is culminated in sort of like the alt-right's weekend getaway vacation. They don't have anything to do on the weekend, so let's go fucking scream and yell at the people from Revolution Books, right? Like these two people in this that were responsible for this most recent attack, Rob Cantrell of the Proud Boys and his girlfriend Lauren White. Say hi to him on Facebook. They were actually, their plan was to go to some alt-right event in Sacramento that fizzled and didn't happen, but they were all hyped up and ready to get their fascism on and know where to get it on at. So they said, fuck it, let's go to Berkeley and go scream and yell at Revolution Books and threaten to burn their bookstore down. So this is a thing that, like, alt-right people, it's on their radar and it's an ongoing thing. So it's really, really important that we support the store as a community. Whether you get behind communism or anarchism or socialism or any of that stuff, it doesn't matter. These people don't deserve the attacks that are happening to them, and we as a community need to support them because this may be happening again.
Against Revolution Books, I found them disgusting. I think that Revolution Books has been here for a long time. It's a historical institution of the city of Berkeley, and I find that we're getting now to limits that are really problematic with the rise of white supremacist fascist groups in America, and now, of all places, is coming to Berkeley to attack a place like Revolution Books that have been doing a lot of service to the community for a long time and has been active in the struggles for liberation in this area. So I will call attention to this program and oppose these kind of actions and try to get as many people as possible to mobilize against these attacks.
Saw those attacks and thought that was horrible. Like, I've been in here a couple times before and seen some great speakers and a lot of great books that don't deserve to be burned down. Books in general of all sorts shouldn't be burned down, but this place in particular, a great place for revolution in the name.
I like this bookstore because it has a lot of books that will open up your mind to a whole new perspective, and knowledge should never be destroyed.
I personally support the bookstore, and I'm completely against the fascist attacks that have happened recently, because all these books are about real people's lives and real people's struggles, and I think that it is important for education and the purposes of expanding the mind and expanding what we know and questioning authority and continuing to become skeptical of what our current condition is, and that's what this bookstore does, and I think that's extremely important. That's something that should be protected at all costs.
Yeah, the attack on the bookstore is really a microcosm of what's happening to this country, and the fact that we are constantly dealing with white supremacy, we're dealing with fascism, racism, ableism, homophobia. You know, it really doesn't end, and we have to examine the multidimensional forms of oppression, and that's what bookstores like this are capable of doing. They're capable of providing that knowledge that is so essential for us to uproot ourselves and to finally, you know, get self-determination for all and equality at the end of the day.
Equality.
I'm Chelsea, go to San Jose State. This is Devin, she goes to USF. And we came into the Revolution bookstore, and we just want to say whatever those terrorizing racist people did is fucked up.
Hey, I just wanted to show some love for Revolution Books. I always love this store just for the actual books because it's such a great selection, but also it's such a great community space, and the people here are always like interesting and interested and engaging and talking about things going on in the community and given kind of the state of affairs where you know, so many positive spaces are under attack. I just think it's really important. I've been here twice this week just to show up, say hello, buy a book, read a book, whatever. But I got so much respect and love for this place. I'll still keep coming by a couple times a week.
Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Please do what you can to support Revolution Books. If you live in the Bay Area and you can go there and buy a book, please do. If you can't, go to the Revolution Books Berkeley Facebook page. They've got a GoFundMe set up. You can donate there. Send them a video letting them know why you support them. They're accepting that kind of stuff and would really appreciate it. So, you know, there's a lot you can do to help them out if you want to. And thanks in advance if you do. And also, thanks if you decide to subscribe and then follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. And then if you even were so kind to donate to our Patreon, that would rule. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, and check it out. This is Fang.
To all the anarchists and outlaws, all the dopies and the criminals, all the revolutionaries and the reprobates, just fucking remember, if you're claiming to live outside of society, you don't get to call the fucking cops. That's right, punk. You don't get to run up to your punk. You don't get it some fucking way. for social media. We think we have beliefs, but all we have are ignorant followers on our pathetic social media accounts that are fascist in nature. Our followers are ignorant, and we don't have substance to our beliefs, but we parrot bullshit we saw